the music was over. Or that I could cut it off. Apparently that didn't work out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drinks with Dempsey. Here on Christmas Eve. Welcome to those who are watching live around the world and those who are watching not live, but somewhere in the future, which at that point, it's still just that moment because as Eckhart Tolle says, there is no future, there is no present, there is only this moment. No, I'm not going to get super philosophical in this episode. I'm just making a statement. Let's see who we have in the comments. We've got a really big crowd today live watching this show, which is exciting. We're 10 short of our all-time high of live viewers, which is really interesting. I'm not sure. I would have expected it to be lower turnout on such a close Friday to the holiday. So now we're only 9 away now. Share it with all your friends, everybody, and we'll get ourselves up over that 40 live viewers mark. That's when the sponsorship deals really roll in. Don't know if you guys heard, but I've pulling some pretty big ratings. Just call up the Nielsen people. They'll fill you in. Hello, Allison. Thank you for the hashtag. Hello, Dr. Kelly. She said greetings to Sam. Hello, Paul. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, Gumry. I was thinking about you earlier today, Gumry. Yes, merry happy holidays, everyone. I like that. Hello, Samnosh. Drinking in Longmont, Colorado, having a chai Maibach. All right, Mark. Okay. And you're looking extremely professional in that headshot. I mean, my goodness. My headshot's never, I did have a professional headshot done, but I like the casual one better on the porch of that barn that I use for pretty much everything. You look like you're ready to do business. I like it. I mean, like, that's a confident look and a friendly look. Like, hey, listen, we're going to do great things together. That's what that picture says to me. Hello, Ray Braun. And Longmont. I keep coming back to this. Longmont. I'm trying to remember where that is. I know, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. The geography. Because I was looking at property out in Colorado. Colorado is one of my favorite states. Hello, Heather LeBlanc. So, Heather, where was I? I was driving the other day. Gosh, where was I? I think I was up in Pigeon Forge. I was up in the mountain, up in the Smokies, close to at the foothills of the Smokies. And I saw like LeBlanc, I don't remember what it was. It was a LeBlanc company. It could have been a candy company, distillery. I don't remember, but anyway, I was like, oh, I want to take a picture. That's too late. Too late. Oh, nice. Okay. I like that headshot too, by the way, Gumry. That's a cool picture. Very mysterious. Merry Christmas, Beth Kelly. Yeah, stay safe and warm for sure. Stay warm. No doing this show outside today. I mean, normally I don't do the Drinks with Dempsey show outside. Usually it's inside. We are 3 people short of hitting the all-time live record for this show, which is crazy, especially considering how inconsistent I've been doing it lately. Oh, we're 1 person short. Oh, wow. We're going to get there. We may get to 40 today. That's cool. Up, we dropped down 1. Yeah, so it's like 12 degrees, 12 to 15 degrees outside right now. It was 8 this morning, but the wind chill was minus, I don't know, 12 or something, minus 15, 16. So, but I know it's It's colder out in Colorado. A buddy of mine out there said it was -8 last night. So crazy. And then it's going to be 61 here in like 10 days. It was in the 50s 2 days ago, or really even yesterday. Merry Christmas, Cheryl Walton. It's like June. Oh, I'm glad you like the music, Gumry. Very cool. Thank you, Carol. Yes, happy holidays to you as well. And to you, Terry Thornton. Right. Thank you. Yeah, we had all the faucets running last night. We don't usually have to do that down here. I'm having myself a little matcha, green tea. I'm just not sure I put enough in there. It seems a little weaker than normal. So, what I see a sign. What does it say? When can we play? Well, when the show's over, unless Dr. Bruce is wanting me to meet him up out for a little while. It just depends. Well, you'll have to ask your mother about that, buddy. But I like where your head's at, pal. Oof. Oh, that's cold, Shannon. Ugh. Merry Christmas to you too, Carrie Messer, and to you, Juliet. I assume it's warm where you are. Yes? My goodness, I should have put on my glasses. Hey, Arden, can you see if my glasses are over there on that counter right next to you? Like right behind you? Not my sunglasses, my regular glasses. Can you bring them to me? Ah, yeah. Now I've got an assistant. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, little assistant. Oh, this is the life. Yeah, very nice. Could you make another green tea for me? I'm just kidding. I don't want you to do that. Merry Christmas, Tom Steele. Excellent. Look at all the people. All these Merry Christmases going on. Oh, I just got skipped up on the comments again. It always happens. It always happens. From sunny Arizona. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, from Augusta. Yeah. I bet those greens are rolling hot right now, aren't they? Usually Augusta's rolling about 14.2, 14.3, somewhere in there, but they're probably rolling 15 over at Augusta National. I am from Gilbert, visiting Colorado on the two. Oh, that's weird. Couldn't hear. Oh, I don't know what happened. It's everybody else can hear me though, right? Oh, you wanted me to sing a Christmas melody. That's interesting. Ah. Do you want the Josh Groban rendition of a song, or do you want 50s classic crooner version of a Christmas song? Ah, there you go. Mentioning the new book. Awesome. Very cool. Glad you like it. I liked it too. Whenever I get those covers, I'm like, yes, this looks great. It is too cold to go outside, and yet I will be going outside because I took down my inflatables last night because I knew we were going to be getting big wind gusts here. And I didn't want my inflatables to be blowing all over the place. So I've got to put those back up. Or not. Maybe I just don't. But I feel more festive with them up. Did I? I don't know. You're a hard dollar. We're all stuck indoors. Happy holidays, Urban Baker from Utah. Excellent. I was talking with a friend from Utah the other day. Merry Christmas from warm, sunny Haiti. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the place to be. Island time. Matcha, green tea, ceremonial Japanese tea, but extremely powerful antioxidants are contained within. No hot toddy right now. No hottie toddy yet. Maybe later. That sounds pretty good. I need to get some regular tea though for that. I'm not sure I want to do that with green tea, or definitely not with matcha. Well, hottie toddy might be all right though. Honey, why don't you swing on back out to the grocery store and get us some tea? We can make some hot toddies later. Thanks. Not gonna happen. She already went to the store once today, and I went yesterday and the day before. Winding down now, guys. We're all stocked up. We're ready to go. I'm gonna be roasting stuff on Christmas Day. I'm gonna be baking stuff. Megan's gonna be baking stuff. I've got a delicious cake right over here that my mother brought from the bread basket and just dropped off. And I'm just supposed to let it sit there for 2 days. The bread basket is like a local bakery close to here, about 5 minutes away. And it is locally famous. I mean, there's a line out the door when that place opens in the morning, and they're closed by like 2 o'clock because they're sold out. Their cream cheese muffins are excellent. Inflammation tastes good. So, thinking about me. Oh, very cool. Well, what I was actually thinking about was I was pondering the idea of doing more author interviews going forward, and because I like talking to y'all and finding out what you're doing, and I'd like to like highlight people's releases and things like that, new releases, things of that nature, but also find out more about y'all and why you're what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing with stories and things of that nature. So highlight other authors, and it's entertaining to me to do that, and I think it would be entertaining to others. So that's why I was thinking about it. In fact, I was thinking about it earlier today too, and I don't know why you and Sam, you and Sam were the two ones that came to my mind first, and then like the two that I talked to the most, Nick and Kevin, came second. It's just funny, but obviously it would expand beyond the usual suspects, Steve and you guys and Luke and all that. Y'all are the ones that I can, that are you're like my friends, so I can tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, to really make it work, I'd have to expand out, and I would have to plan more. I'm learning how to plan. I'm good at planning vacations, so if I can do that, I can plan a show. Yes, south of Denver. All right, man, you guys are good. Lived there when you were 9. Okay. Northwest of Denver. Barron's. Oh yeah, good thing. It's a good thing you didn't give him directions, Carrie. Carrie said to turn left as we were coming into Denver. No, you should have turned right like an hour ago. It's frozen over, huh? Says Michelle Hammer. Kind of expected to see you in reindeer antlers with bells on. Oh, I mean, I have those somewhere. I don't know where they are. I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep well last night, so I must be exhausted. Yeah, so some of my golf buddies, they went out to the local crap course here, which is, of course, I learned how to play on when I was little. I mean, it's not a good golf course at all, and that's the local joke. You know, you go out there just to screw around and get drunk or whatever. They got a tee time at 12:30 out there. I didn't even know they did tee times there, honestly. But they went out at 12:30 today and played around. One of them was trying to do 36 holes. Like you can't even swing your arms. 12 degrees. What's up, Jason Queen? All right. Yeah, you are on track for a white Christmas. Not us. No snow here. We didn't have any ice. It rained, and then the wind dried up the rain, and then it got super cold. Wow. Taller than you. I've never been in a scenario like that in my life. Yeah, it's a trick. It's a trick, Mary Lou Webb, for sure. Merry Christmas, Anne. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, very cool. So that actually, I'm actually sending out an email. Well, I sent an email today too, but I'm sending out an email on Monday about this. But the viewers of the show will know before everybody else because you guys are the ones that are in the know. You're paying attention. I have a gray cat here at my feet rubbing against me. Hey, don't rub the tripod. Hey, that's not a scratching post for your face, okay? Do you want some treats? You want some treats? Yeah, I saw that look on your face, and then you said meh, which means yeah. I know. I know. Look, I know it's your treat time, but it's also show time. Don't give me that look. I know this is your scheduled. Every day this cat comes down at the same time. She's like napping all day, and then she's like a clock. Yep, it's treat time. This is when the big guy gives me those crunchy treats I like so much. And I mean, it's ingrained in her. Yeah, the book is actually, the Kindle book is on pre-order now. It hit Amazon this morning or late last night. So, um, yeah, but be sending out an email on Monday about it. So don't you worry. You need links and things like that, they will come. She keeps rubbing against my. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get real cold up there. I mean, if we were real cold down here, I can't imagine. Uh, it's 50 here at breakfast. It's 26 now. It's weird. Oh yes, Mary. Oh, I will tell her, Carrie. Thank you. Yeah, one of my buddy is up in Canada right now, and his wife's a Canadian girl, so they're up there with her family right now. So they were at Disney World last week, and it was 80 degrees or whatever in Orlando. Then they went from there the next day to Osable, Michigan, where there was snow everywhere, and they were playing in the snow. And then they went from there to minus, I don't know, 12 in I don't know if they went to Newfoundland up there or they're in Oshawa. I don't know where they went, but I need to ask. They're up in the Great White North up there in the frigid, frozen, snowy land of Canada. Too much. Oh yeah, I've been sitting on it. I've been sitting on it for about 2 months. I actually got Elena to do this one a couple of months ago, and I've been keeping it a secret. I can keep secrets. Oh, everyone would love a sneak peek at the first chapter, you would, huh? Yeah, well, it's that part is still on the in the in the editing side. So I will give a sneak peek at the first chapter when I have that cleaned up. That will probably be in about 4 weeks. So it will be about 2 weeks before, maybe about 2 weeks before we launch. So I would expect a sneak peek around January 13-ish. Yeah, you say that, but he's up, probably 10, 15,000, 20,000 feet in some cases flying that sleigh. He's got to get cold, right? Or I don't know. I mean, if he's using quantum entanglement to get everywhere in one night, then maybe temperature doesn't really affect him. Does temperature affect you if you're, going faster than light travel or even close to light speed? We know things slow down the closer you get to the speed of light. So it's hard to say. Does he get like a windscreen, or does he have a full, convertible that, like he's got enclosed and a heater in there? I don't know. I've put together some pretty good theories about how it's plausible that he's real, and so, but I never considered the wind, all that, and the cold up that high. So, yeah, oh, Gerhard Dollar, yeah, I like him. I like Eckhart Tolle. He's an interesting character. I wasn't sure I would like his what he had to say about things years ago, but I've actually become a pretty big fan, especially of his uh, awareness and mindfulness stuff, because that's something I struggle with, is mindful of current surroundings and things like that. Actually, so it was okay, but I was having issues with it, overcharging people for shipping. Didn't have very many orders, and I don't know if it's because of the shipping issue. So I actually pulled that tab down, and I'm gonna revisit that next week and see about see if I can get that fixed and get the shipping right, because I don't like how it was overcharging some people for shipping. And so yeah, but I think I had four orders, so went nothing crazy. Um, so yeah, yep, you can pre-order right now. I mean, it's on Amazon.com. I imagine it's on the .co.uk as well. So I was going to do that, but it is gonna be around 20 degrees outside Christmas morning. Maybe a little colder, maybe 2 degrees warmer than that. So the problem with doing it in such cold is the ceramic components on the inside. I've already had cracked some, because, and I can only figure that it happened because I cooked stuff in the cold. So that's when those Komodo smokers and grills, they go from really cold to really hot. It can crack some of those components on the inside, and you can kind of slowly step the heat up a little, and I may still try to do it that way, real slow, but we'll see. My current plan is to do breast in the air fryer and roast one in the oven. So I would like to do the big green egg, but we'll see. All right. Cool. I know. I don't know if they're going to be open tomorrow, but I imagine if they are, that line will be huge, and it will be full of cold people getting their last minute cakes. Their cakes there are spectacular. They have a strawberry cake that's amazing. They have a walnut cake that's amazing. Caramel cake. Their cream cheese muffins are terrific. But there's one thing that's missing here in Chattanooga in general, and especially in my little area, and that is French bakery. Megan's got the chops to do that, but she has a day job. So I guess I don't know. Now I don't know what you were asking me, Sam. Try that again. Ask me again. Question: have you thought about jumping on the dystopian train before it gets overloaded? What a great question, Ray. Well, let me direct you to right here is where, if this was not a live show, I would have edited in a book cover of The Dream Rider, which I'm overhauling that cover in the next week or so. That's not, I mean, that's a different kind of dystopian. That's more like lucid dreaming, dystopian, paranormal kind of story. Originally, I had considered it to be dystopian in a sort of futuristic way. But really what it was it dealt with a dystopian society on one end of the spectrum, of the lucid spectrum, but or on another dimensional plane. But as far as like just baseline dystopian, no, I haven't. And a lot of people are doing post-apocalyptic, and that genre is doing really well right now, probably because it can be filed both under fiction and nonfiction. As far as like, reference materials. What was that? He said in Morgan Freeman said that in Shawshank Redemption when he was talking about Count of Monte Cristo. And Andy Dufresne says it's a story about a jailbreak, and then Morgan Freeman's character says, shouldn't that be put in what was it, references or whatever, like, basically like a how-to category. I've watched that movie a million times. It's basically my favorite movie, that and Braveheart. No, not really on that. I have some other stuff that I've got that I've been sitting on for a long time. I've been sitting on a sci-fi concept. So basically space archaeology. I've been science fiction space archaeology. So, super deep historical alien civilizations and that sort of thing. I've got a story that I've been sitting on for at least 11 or 12 years with that. And since I was writing Secret of the Stones, like I came across this thing and I was like, whoa. And so ever since then, I've sort of just every now and then when I think of it, I'll make a note of something, but it's still very rough. There's no even real outline to it yet. And I can't branch off anymore into anything else. I've got to focus on what I've got and what you guys, why you're here, right? The stuff that you signed up for, right? So I got to focus on those things. I'd be delighted to, Gumry. Hello, Shelly. That's cute. Hey, Merry Christmas, Michelle. There you are. Oh, show you the kitty? All right. Hey, Pasha. There she is. Let me turn that off. There. What are you doing? Pasha. Now she's ignoring me. She's like, I hate you. This is my time for treats and you did not give me the treats. So now I turn my back on you until you deliver what I want. She's a Russian blue, so hence the accent. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for that kind and mature comment. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you took the message of my mug to heart today. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Cool. Oh, no. That is too long. Ugh. I'm glad you're not there now. Your cat does that too. That's cool. Oh, the comments flipped up again. Oh, man. I gotta scroll back up again. Oh, there it is. Wait, was it? Yeah. The new book cover. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Cumry. Well, I didn't work on it for ages. It was about 8 weeks, maybe. I mean, it seemed like ages, but it was realistically like 8 to 10 weeks. A lot of research went into that one, though. A lot of research. There was a lot of hours spent researching sites and locations and history and making decisions. And what's hard about Sean Wyatt stuff is, a lot of the research you don't end up using. So there's so much more that's just not in there. You gotta condense it, or else your story just draws on too much. Yeah, Nick's got a new book, The Contestant. I'm super interested in reading this book, and I'm gonna have to check that out. I think it's a cool concept. I'm really excited about it for both as a reader and for my friend Nick. Oh, you do? Yeah, down near Grayling and all that. Yeah, my well, up near Grayling for me, but yeah, my buddy. We used to go up there every winter with my elementary school. The band would go up there, and we'd stay there for several days. It seemed like maybe a week, but we would go up there for like a week, and we played a small little concert for some people there at Camp Ensemble, and then we would go, for us kids. It was amazing because we'd go out, snowmobiling, and they would take us across the lake, and which is a little crazy to think about, but like we'd do that, and did a little cross country skiing, and then they'd take us out to one of the hills there to do some actual skiing. But it was fun for us kids from the South because we don't get a lot of snow here, especially in southern Tennessee and southeastern Tennessee. And so it was cool for us to get to experience snow at least once every year. And then if we got a little bit here, you get a bonus. I had some big snows when I was a kid, but nothing like what y'all get up north. All right. Thanks, Dr. Kelly. Thank you. It's 20% off right now. That may only be like $1 or €1 or £1, but every little bit helps in this economy. And I try to stick with that because I know it's, you guys are the ones that make it happen. So, and it seems like everybody else, all the other markets and everything, people are raising prices like crazy. And everybody's got inflation. I liked, they're raising interest rates. People in other, businesses and markets are raising prices. How do I fight inflation? I discount my books for my loyal readers so that when I launch them, they're actually cheaper when they're brand new right out of the gate. And then after so many days or whatever, the price can go up. But it's the opposite model that pretty much everyone else does. Nobody does that. Video games, nope, they don't. Just get right out of the gate $60, or like $97 if you get the gold deluxe bundles now. With you get 2 limited edition skins for your characters, or flags, or weapons, or whatever. It'd be cool to have some stuff like that to throw in for you guys. Did I take Mark Dawson's Ads for Authors course? Just applied for the bursary. I was shortlisted last year. Hope to win this time. I did. Yes, I did take that, and it is a useful course. Mark and I call Mark a friend, and I would assume he does the same. And I look, I think Mark's a good guy, personally. You know, I don't know what other people think, and I can't speak to other people's opinions. I just don't know. But I like Mark, and I think he's a good guy, and I think he has an ethical and good service with that course, and it's helped a lot of authors, and it helped me. And so he's not only a friend but a mentor, and I really appreciate, you know, him creating that stuff, and it really helped me out a lot, because, you know, it helped me find a lot of you guys, right? If it wasn't for his course, I may not have found a lot of you guys. And so I like it, and you know, that he really puts himself out there to run a course like that, because there are always going to be some people. You put a target on your back, because there are always going to be these people that are naysayers, or thinking that you're trying to take advantage of people, or it's just not that way. You know, I know him and his team, James and John. You know, they're good. You know, those guys, and I feel like I'm probably closer to James and John, his team. But you know, I really like those guys. So I think that it's a good thing to take that course. Is it the final answer, like the final piece to the puzzle of, like, you know, taking your book business to the next level? No, it's not the final answer. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, but it's definitely a piece to the puzzle. And so yeah, I was just texting Mark the other day. I meant to text him on Sunday, and I forgot to, but he's a big Miami Dolphins fan, so I'll text football with him every now and then. And he was confident they were going to lose in Buffalo, and I was like, no, I don't know. And then they did. Dolphins historically don't do well in cold weather. So, but I like it, and I personally am a big fan of Mark Dawson's books. I like the way that he writes, and so yeah, he's doing really well. I mean, he's had a good year again this year, and continues to steam on. He's got book 22 in his John Milton series coming out in the spring, which is really cool. So I'm happy for him. You know, was that a good answer? Turning the Mark Dawson show. Chris Perry, what's up, my brother? Oh, my friend, we don't hang out enough, and that is 60% my fault, because I keep my face down, and I'm usually working. Like, I was working late nights to get this next book done. I appreciate it, buddy. I'll be seeing you next week, son. We're gonna get it done. We're headed down to see the Big Orange and my brother down in Miami, so it'll be warmer down there for sure, buddy. Good grief. Oh my goodness. Uh. Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah, no, that's why I took it down. I actually took the merch page and I removed it visibly from the website, so you won't see it there right now. Until that gets sorted, I'm not gonna, because it's not. I don't know why it's doing that. First of all, because the postage shouldn't be that much, so it's miscalculating. So the few people that did order things, I actually put a few extra things in their package to offset, as sort of a way to say and I wrote notes too, like, I'm sorry the postage was so much for this. I'm giving you some additional stuff to cover that cost, because I couldn't issue like a shipping refund because it's connected to the U.S. Postal Service site. So I just threw in some extra things, because I felt horrible about that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want people paying that much for shipping. I don't want to pay that much for shipping. So yeah, I took it down, and so now we're back to where we were 3 weeks ago and have been for years. Um, yeah, yeah, it's just stupid. I don't know. I don't know why I was doing that. So I'm working on it. I mean, not right now, but I am thinking about it. The big announcement, yes, the big announcement was the pre-order. So Poseidon's Fury is on pre-order right now, at least on the U.S. Amazon site, and I believe on the UK sites and the other sites, the Canadian site, the Aussie site, should be. So so yeah, I believe it's there, and that was the big announcement. So it'll be releasing January 27. So about 5.5 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks from today. Seems like that's five. Might be six. 5. It's 5 weeks away. So that's the big announcement. It's Poseidon's Fury. I've had a lot of questions about Gideon Wolf Book 3. When is that going to be dropping? Crimson Winter. I don't have a date yet, but I'm going to be starting on that book, on the planning phases for that book next week, so that when January hits, I can hit the ground running. So also DAC 6 will be coming out in the probably early spring, late winter, probably early spring, and then Sean Wyatt 23, and so on and so forth. So at least 1, 2, 3, 4 books before May or June is the goal. So a lot of content coming your way, and more Ernest Saves History. I haven't done one of those in a month. I'm supposed to do one once a month and try to get to once a week. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mark. Call on me, Valerie. You can't throw me off. You can't throw me off with that new name on there. I know who you are. You have a lot of work on your plate for the next few weeks. A lot of work. Yep. A lot of work. That's right. Merry Christmas, Megan Holden. Yeah, I'm sticking with what I got. There may be some new Dream Rider stuff out there at some point, but right now I gotta keep the focus in there. Yeah, so the Paranormal Archaeology Division, that so I have a story in mind for them, and I want to do it. I want to release it this coming year. It's just going to depend on all the time with the other stuff, but that is a series I really like the whole concept of that, and so I will be coming back to it. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, very cool. So the first 3 books are by read by John Glaukovich, and that because I signed with Tantor for a 7-year deal with those three, and then the rest of the audiobooks are read by John Perhala. I have not released another audiobook in 3-4 months, just because it's really expensive to produce, and so far I'm nowhere close to breaking even on those. So some people do really well with audio. I have not yet even recuperated the costs for, well, how many did I do this year? 4 or 5 audiobooks this year, and I'm in the hole for all of them. So, and it was a downturn year on the revenue side. So combine those two things, no bueno. So I don't have any plans yet for more audio. Just I have to get everything corrected first on the business side before that more of those come. But I do want, everything in audio. It's been a strange year. Good that you're not doing this. I know it is another train. I know. Well, for me, it's not about really like even hopping on a genre or anything. I've always really enjoyed, 3 primary genres, which are, archaeological thrillers, science fiction, and fantasy. And fantasy was what got me into reading books to begin with. But right, I don't have any story concepts for fantasy right now. Someday maybe, but I do enjoy reading it. Calcade is still my favorite for that. My kids in there watching videos laughing. Hey, keep it down in there. I'm trying to do a show. Meddling kids. I think she's got her headphones on. Yeah, I gotta stick with the storylines. You sack of crap. Yes. Be kind. Be kind. The first 2 letters read across, Nick, and then the second ones read across. And then the last ones read across. What you're saying is that it should be bukin eid, right? My kid just won't stop laughing now. That's almost time to end the show. She must be watching a funny video. I've just finished baking my cheese scones. Carrot cake. Ooh, I had a slice of carrot cake for breakfast today. I don't normally do that. I have a pretty strict dietary regimen that I stick to now, along with my workout regimen. Today I didn't work out and I didn't eat healthy. I ate trash today. And it was so good. I ate carrot cake and chips, and did I eat anything healthy? No, I had macaroni and cheese, leftovers from last night's dinner with friends. I mean, ugh. I have to hit the rower in the morning. And a salad. Thank you. It's hard. Nick writes faster than I do. Nick writes extremely fast. I don't know how Nick's mind works the way it does. It's pretty incredible. Not allowed to bake. No one likes black rock cakes. Did you ask Santa for some new punchlines to your jokes for Christmas, Nick? Ow! Boom! Amazing! Zing! Ah, that's good. No, not poor. Not poor. We're not poor. None of us are poor. We all have each other. Oh, kitty looks like yours. That's cute. And it, that's funny. Oh. No, I don't get the paws in the face though. My cats stay away from my head. You have downtime over the holidays, or does your brain not shut down? You keep writing. I will. I don't know if I'll do any writing next week. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, my kid is distracting the crap out of me right now. I only got 8 more minutes. Now, I mean, I still got work to do. I mean, I got year-end stuff I gotta do. I gotta fix a few things with my email, my newsletter. Apparently I'm missing emails people are sending me, and so I don't want to. I want to make sure all that stuff is good. So I've got some of that stuff to do. I'm also creating some new images and things like that. To use in artwork and things of that nature. So there's a lot of stuff I've got to do in, and then some back end stuff I got to take care of. But yeah, I might do some writing next week. It'd be good to take a week off, but I'm not sure that I don't know if that'll happen or not. I will take a few days off though when we go down to see my brother. So. All right. He's got the last name for that sort of sport. Hello, Fiona. Hello, William. Yeah, he's I like him. So, I have nothing but good things to say. And so yeah, and there's a lot of other people that say they're the same way. I just know that it's hard when you put yourself out there like that, and because there are a lot of people in the industry that are trying to sell solutions to authors and help they're trying to help authors, right? That they don't know what they're doing. There's just a lot of those people out there, and they either don't know what they're doing, or which is bad enough. But then there are those that don't know what they're doing, that think that know they don't, and then they don't care, and they can still sell you a $500 course, right? Which is, those things are really expensive. They're an investment, but when you're bootstrapping something from the beginning, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to anybody, but especially if you're just getting started. And so there's a lot of those charlatans out there you got to watch for. And Mark's not one of those. And that's why I say, there may be people that deride him, and I don't believe that that's fair, because I'm one of his allies, and we don't really hang out much. Obviously, he's in the UK, but as far as his courses are concerned and all that stuff, I think everything's on the up and up, and he's proven it. He's done it. He's done the work. He's got the numbers to back it up, and so he does know what he's doing, and his team knows what they're doing, and it's a good product. So I guess the reason I was saying the stuff I was saying before is because I know that some people, they may say things like, oh, you a fan of Dawson? This is what I heard. I'm like, listen, I don't know what you heard, but I think you're wrong, right? He's not one of those charlatans. He does know exactly what he's doing. He sells a good service at a fair price, and that is the cornerstone of an ethical and good business. And he helps a lot of people. So I've done testimonies for them multiple times, and I'm happy to do more if they ever ask me to. It's fine by me. Fiona. Oh, thank you. I know. Well, it's glad you're here. Yes. Yeah. Podcasts. Yeah. I'd like to do a podcast. I just don't know what I would talk about. How are movie prospects? Ooh, look at William asking the big question. I got 3 minutes, then I gotta go. Met with a young director right out of film school a week and a half ago. Had a coffee shop over here close to my house, and we discussed a scene to shoot. So next week I will be working. That is one of the writing things that I'm going to be doing is working on a scene next week for him. So sort of a scene concept for Sean Wyatt. So from there, what we'll do is probably shoot the scene sometime in the spring. And so to shoot that scene, what I'm going to do is I'll have to crowdfund that. And then, and by crowdfund, I don't just mean like, hey, hand me money. Like it's, I want this to be an investment process for everyone. I will be approaching venture capitalists, venture capital people, so that I can get bigger chunks invested into the project. But the primary goal of shooting this concept scene is to use it as a pitch video for uh, for VCs and for crowdfunding. So if you're familiar with The Chosen, that's how they do it. The Angel Studios, they put out concept videos and then they put them on their website. And then if people want to fund that, they raised $47 million in investments for that show, and $5 million came from fans, and the rest came from venture capitalists. But everybody's an investor, and everybody gets the film company doesn't take a profit until all the investors have had a profit. So this isn't a thing where I'm putting it out there like a GoFundMe page, right? This is not like just give me your money and then I make like this is like you own a piece of it, right? And you get a piece back, get your name, potentially name in the credits, that sort of thing. So that's the idea that I'm working with. So I'm real excited about it, and the bigger picture that I have for that whole concept is really broad in scope, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm not going to drop any more information about it right now because that's something I'm keeping a pretty tight lid on with a small group of people. But it is going to be much, much bigger than just Sean Wyatt. I will tell you that. So at least my vision for it. I just have to execute, and I suck at asking investors for money. So I have to execute that part first. Amazon's running a price promo for me on, is it Fourth Prophecy? I can't remember. They're running one on the 26th through the 29th or 30th. They're running one next week, or maybe it starts on Christmas Day. I've got a 99-cent deal with Amazon next week. I don't know if there are others, but I am going to put that in the email for Monday. Oh, I know, right? It's super cute. Oh, thank you. No, so when it first populates on the site, it is not easy to find by keyword. You have to type in like the title and then my name. I mean, I noticed that too. So kind of interesting. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know why I did it that way. But then once the algorithm has, or their scrapers have like gone over it a few times, then it starts stacking all the commonality things in there. Oh, buddy, I bet you're cold up there, Chad. Out there in the woods. I like that AR, though. I bet Molly Lerma would like that, too. She's up there in Michigan. Oh, no! Well, that's very kind of you, but I don't have any plans of making that modus operandi. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know, right? It is contagious. Yeah. It's good to see you, too. Thank you. Aw. I haven't checked any numbers like that in a couple of weeks, and uh, partly just because I was trying to stay absolutely focused on writing Poseidon's Fury and finishing that and getting everything done with that, and so I didn't want to be distracted by any of that stuff. So I do. If I want to look at the pre-order units, I can log in and look at that, and I'll probably do that next week. So I'll start checking that, and I'll probably what I do is I check it on Fridays. So like beginning of the day on Fridays. I know, I don't know what it is. Probably cats. Hey, Merry Christmas, Michelle. I gotta go too. Oh, Daughtry. Yeah, very cool. Christacha, I really like that guy's voice. I always thought, and I thought his music was pretty cool, honestly. That's very cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, we might know some of the same people up in Nashville. I don't know, I don't have a huge music network up there, but I know one or two people that know a lot of people. So, well, that's very cool, Carrie. Yeah, I think that how they did it was like the smallest increment was, I don't know if it was $5 or $10. I'd have to look again, but that and then they had people that were big VCs that were in for $1 million. So it's not cheap to create these shows and these movies, and it's just the way that it is. I looked at I did ask a film guy, would it be a safe assumption to assume the Jack Ryan budget was about $8 million per episode, so I'm not going to have Krasinski in there. So maybe I don't have an A-list actor. Maybe I have some up-and-comers that are breaking into the industry that become Sean and Tommy and Adriana and that sort of thing. So maybe save a little money that way, but it's still, he said, yeah, it's still safe to assume between 5 and 8 million per episode for the kind of stunts and locations and things that we'd be talking about with Sean Wyatt. So yeah, it's a good chunk of change for an 8-episode season. You're looking at $40 million, maybe 50. So could break it down into 6 episodes potentially, but yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You guys have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you in 2023, Sam Nosh. Let's see. I'll make sure I get all these questions and then I'll go. Yeah, happy Christmas to you too, Fiona. Goodbye, Ray Braun. Merry Christmas, William. Yes. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Cheryl. Allison. Awesome. Okay. Merry Christmas, Shelly. God bless you too, Gumry. You guys have a wonderful day. Oh, what? Just a heads up, you don't have it yet. Wow, so it gave you, okay, cool. All right. Thank you, Allison. Yep, Boxing Day. All right, you guys. I think I got to all the questions and comments. So, love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Terrific holiday season. Obviously not going to do coffee Sunday morning. And then next Friday I'll be traveling. It's possible that I'll be doing Coffee Nation on the following Sunday morning from sunny Miami. But it just depends on what's going on with my brother and the plans for all that. So you guys be safe out there. Stay warm down in Australia. I know you don't have a problem with that. So y'all take it easy and have a Merry Christmas, everybody.